Isn't it funny how when you decide to go on a diet, it feels like you've joined a secret club? You start tossing around phrases like net carbs and glycemic index, like you're discussing the latest conspiracy theory. It's as if the moment you announce, "I'm on a diet," a whole group of self-appointed food police come out of the woodwork, ready to criticize your meal choices. I think we've all been there, right? It's like you've earned a badge that qualifies you to judge everyone else. But I'm here to tell you that I prefer to show you what I eat and trust you make the best choices for yourself. Because, let's be honest, you're pretty smart. Hey, it's Steve. Now, let's get into a little escapade I've been on lately. My recovery from MS has been nothing short of miraculous. And I'm not just saying that because I've been living off smoothies. What do I mean by a smoothie? It was all sparked by a comment from Moab UT. They suggest I limit my shakes because carbs are the real enemy in our diets. Apparently, they are the self-proclaimed ambassador of the keto cult. You think they were handing out pamphlets based on the way they were talking about it? Listen, I commend anyone that's dedicated to their diet. But saying everyone with MS should do keto is like suggesting that everyone should wear the same pair of shoes. Sure, they might be comfortable for you, but let's not forget our unique foot shapes. So, is the diet right for you? Well, let's explore what right even means. The ketogenic diet, known simply as keto, is a high-fat, low-carbohydrate dietary plan designed to promote a state of ketosis in the body. In this metabolic state, the body primarily uses fat for energy instead of carbohydrate. It was originally crafted by physicians in the 1920s as a serious treatment for epilepsy. Fast forward to today, and it's transformed into a sort of a culinary paparazzi, very much in the spotlight, often glorified, but perhaps not understood in all its complexities. While it is remarkable that this diet can alter brain metabolism and utilize ketones for energy instead of using glucose, it also feels like it's been co-opted by influencers touting weight loss powers. And I get it. It sounds fantastic to burn fat with fat, right? But let's not kid ourselves. Our bodies, especially the brain and nervous system, prefer to run on glucose. You see, when you tell your body no glucose, it's like you've entered a sad, awkward dinner party where everyone is adamant about a gluten-free, carb-free, guilt-free existence. Oh, what a poor brain. It wants energy. It craves carbohydrate. And when it's denied that, it's left rummaging through your fat cells like a kid looking for candy after Halloween. Stick around until the end of the video and I'll talk about my diet. I've tailored it to perfection, and the fat in it is wonderful. Moab UT's advice is well intentioned, but here's the kicker. To maintain ketosis, you have to keep your carbohydrates down to between 5 to 10% of your calories. If you dare exceed that limit and hit just 15 to 20%, boom, your body goes, thanks for the carbs, I'm back on the glucose express. It's like trying to keep a cat from sneaking outside. When you open the door just a little bit too wide, boom, they've bolted for freedom. And while folks in the keto circle sing its praises, I find comfort in a different approach. Instead of denying my body the energy it savors, I embrace 2 protein shakes that sparked Moab's comments. These shakes are a fusion of frozen blueberries and strawberries, coconut butter, whey protein, and water. Simple, but they hit all the macronutrients perfectly. And trust me, they are not processed concoctions from some factory line. No high fructose corn syrup swimming here. Just pure fruit goodness that makes my taste buds dance a little jig. They were adamant about their devotion to the keto diet. The conversation got me thinking. Anytime I talk diet to anyone, I'm fairly confident, especially as it pertains to MS. But this time, I developed an urge to be an expert on my diet and body. So I went online and scheduled a DEXA body composition appointment. A DEXA, which stands for Dual Energy X-ray Absorptiometry, is often considered the gold standard for measuring body composition. DEXA scans provide high accurate measurements of the body fat, muscle mass, and bone density. It uses 2 different X-ray beams to differentiate between lean mass and fat mass, allowing for precise readings. Unlike other methods, DEXA can provide detailed insights not just into total body fat, but also fat distribution, segmenting areas like the arms, legs, and trunk. Despite using X-rays, the radiation exposure from a DEXA scan is minimal. A single scan gives off about as much radiation as being outside in the sun for an hour. It turns out to be a delightful experience when you have it done. Picture this. Compared to all those hours stuck in an MRI tube, this was an in and out dream. I walked into the scanning room, laid down on the scanner table, and within 5 minutes, the technician gave me the readout. I had never been analyzed like that before. It's like becoming the star of your own detective show. Only instead of a mystery to solve, you're just figuring out what's going on under your hood. So, let's get to my results for not. Oh boy, let me tell you, there is a treasure trove of data. Too much to go over in a video, so let me give you an example. My arms together weigh a hefty 28.7 pounds, with only 4.3 pounds of that being fat. All the bones in my hands and arms only clock in at 1.3 pounds. Can you believe that? 1.3 pounds. The rest is 23.1 pounds of lean muscle tissue, making my arms like that of a superhero in training. I also learned that my entire body exactly weighs 195.9 pounds. While I had 38.4 pounds of fat, I am a whopping 149.4 pounds of lean muscle and tissue. So funny. My entire skeleton of bones only weighs 8.1 pounds. Who knew I had been walking around with so little weight holding my frame together? It's a little odd, but at the same time, very humorous. So armed with this treasured map of me, I discovered my basal metabolic rate is of 1834.48 calories per day. That's what I need to just lie in bed, breathe, and simply exist. When I consume less than that, my body will protect my fat at all costs. Looking back in the past on my Fitbit app, I wince on those days where I only ate 1,631 calories. I can see my body breaking down and munching on my hard-earned muscle. Taking this data and inputting it into an online DEXA calculator, I discovered that on a daily maintenance level, I should aim for approximately 2,843 calories per day to keep everything running smoothly. As for my strawberries and blueberries, they are an everyday occurrence, even on my low days. And let's talk about workout days. On those days, I kick into high gear. I can burn upwards of 1,600 calories just from the workout alone. So yes, please, I need that extra fuel. These little blue spheres are like tiny superheroes for my nerve cells. Their antioxidant powers are off the charts, protecting my precious myelin from oxidative stress. It's as if the blueberries are marching in with capes on, telling the invaders, "Not today, inflammation. You shall not pass." Meanwhile, I'm out there pushing through my workouts, fueled by only 19% carbs. A low number to most, but I think would probably make a keto enthusiast faint. But the keto diet? Well, that doesn't sound right. For me, it's more like the no-go diet when it comes to my exercise routine. Goodbye energy, I think. Studies say that those who dabble in the keto diet may find themselves being drained doing weightlifting exercises. Sorry, but I need to have enough energy to do at least one more set without collapsing like a house of cards. And let's not overlook the agonizing fatigue that often comes with people transition into the keto diet. Now, to me, that just doesn't sound right. Any diet that has an induction phase doesn't sound like a diet that can be maintained long term. I'm trying to lift weights, not experience existential dread with the side of lightheadedness. The right diet should feel invigorating, On high days, I cruise through 60 grams of sugar like I'm making it rain in a berry festival. Now, don't start throwing around that pesky sugar addiction label. Addiction, really? I'm hearing 19% of my diet being carbs? That isn't an addiction. What I really crave isn't a sparkling carb-free utopia. I only desire what I'm living through right now. Remyelination. It's like watching paint dry, true, but it's way cooler than that. With each passing month that goes by, I feel like I'm unlocking a new level in my MS recovery game. And trust me, nothing feels quite as exhilarating as giving the pass the old 1-2 punch while sweating through my workout. Then there's the ever popular concept of synaptic plasticity. It sounds fancy, doesn't it? But here's the real deal. Blueberries have my back on this one. It's like they're saying, hey, craving for certain nutrients? We got you covered. This kind of support in my diet helps neural repair processes. Forget about a remorseful gym grind. I'm equipped with a berry-powered brain. Do I sound like a commercial yet? Brought to you by the fun-loving blueberry. Copyright 2025. My workouts have become an adventurous game, a little friendly competition with myself. Can I push past the numbers the last time I worked out this muscle? As my trusty pool of blueberries helps me through every benchmark as I rejoice inside as I push just a little bit more. The balance I've struck is sickening sweet. I'm feasting upon 3.5 cups of blueberries and strawberries, and then hitting the gym like it's an all-you-can-lift buffet. This energy, my friends, is astounding. Exercise fuels my body, and remyelination fuels my spirit. Don't you understand? I want to share this joy with you because I know you will get here right where I am. I need my brain firing on all cylinders while I'm smashing my weightlifting goals. Who wouldn't want a little extra help in making those synapses sizzle, wrapped in myelin? With each workout, I'm not just breaking a sweat, but also reinforcing my neural pathways. As I look back at my journey, I feel a mixture of gratitude and humor tickling at the corner of my mouth. I mean, who knew berries would be one of my saving graces? One of them, but not the only one. The world has thrown enough curveballs at me though, but I'm here now and I'm throwing some back at the world. And as for those who are questioning my sugary ways, well, I like to think of myself as a race car in need of high performance fuel. So, sorry, no cutie for me. I'm not here for a fad diet that plays coy with my vitality. I'm a berry loving, exercise MS warrior on a mission, ready to conquer remyelination like it's a fun carnival game. Being on the weights and being on the rowing machine, I take my berries, my carbs, and my delight any day over the world of keto. Every drop of sweat that trickles down is a badge of honor, I think. My recovery is about embracing life. I've discovered new strengths and learning that my whimsical paths I've carved are indeed the perfect route to happiness and health. So, let's raise a blueberry smoothie and toast to the unexpected journey. Here's to my remyelination, the realization that our bodies' weird dance with food can lead to delightful surprises. Cheers to my berry boosting in my diet, the whimsy of life, and the best kept secret to maintaining my MS warrior spirit. Thanks for being here and listening to me ramble on. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a video. Until the next one.